So in this video, we're going to finish 7.1 and 7.2 handout that also corresponds with some stuff that you'll see in 8.3. The first portion here is one that I actually would like you to try to do on your own. And again, you're having to memorize this order, and I strongly recommend that you actually data dump that on there. And that's, again, the saying, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. The by here is my unit. And again, if you're confused with the deci and the deca, the DA comes before the D for what we're doing on this. But if you need to write this order down to know which direction you're moving your decimal places. So go ahead and pause this, do 1 through 14, and then unpause it and listen to me. So I'm going to now work through these. So if we look at our list here, millimeters is all the way on the right, and centimeters is 1 to the left. And I even do this. I even write down which way I'm moving. So I'm starting with the decimal here, and I'm moving 1 to the left. So my answer should be 0.6 centimeters. Going to number 2, I'm going centimeters to meters, which is my unit value. So I am now going 2 places to the left. So I'm going to write down my 2 to the left. And again, we move it 2 places, and then put that 0 in there as your placeholder. The 0 in front of the decimal is not absolutely required, but if you're actually in the medical field, it is, because it can help people to make sure that they're not misreading something you've written down. Going back to my chart, I'm starting with liters, which is my unit, and I'm going to milliliters, which is 1, 2, 3 places to the right. So now I'm going 3 to the right. So you're going to move that 3 places, which makes it, again, double check, 9,000. 8.1 kilometers to millimeters. This is going to be a long one because kilometers is all the way on your left and milliliters is all the way, millimeters is all the way on the right. So we're going to, again, count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are now going to move 6 places to the right. Is where you got to be careful on this one. I'm going to write this one up on the top. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then add my zeros. This is, again, on a test. I would absolutely do my loops and make sure you're not doing it kind of like squeezing it in. Make sure you're comfortable with what you have, because this is actually 8,100,000 milliliters. Number 5, we're going from centimeters to the meters. And remember, centimeters to meters, we're going to the left, 1, 2. So 2 to the left. So the decimal place, if it's not listed, is always assumed to be at the end. And we move it 2 places to the left, which gives me 8. Number 6, this is decimeters. That's an easy one to confuse between your decameters and decimeters. And when you're listing them out, remember the deca, it comes before the deci when you're listing left to right. So this is deci, which is here. We're going to go to the left to the unit, deca, hecta, hecto, and kilometer. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So 4 to the left. So I'm going to write it again over here. We take our decimal that's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is now our decimal place right here. So we have 0.10203064, and then it always puts that 0 in front of the decimal place. Number 7, we're going hectoliters to liters. Liters is my base unit. Okay. So sometimes you like to actually add that there. So we're going hecto to the unit. So I'm going 1, 2 units to the right. So we are going to go 1, 2, which gives me 810 liters. Going to the right side here, column number 8, grams to micrograms, I'm going 3 units to the right. So I'm going to move it 3 units to the right, and that's going to give me 6 grams. Liters to centiliters is going from the units 2 units to the right. So we take our decimal place and we move it 2 places to the right, and we get 4. Grams to decagrams is going to go from my unit in the center, and I'm going to go 1 unit to the left. So 1 unit to the left. So decimal is not there, so we put it at the end. That gives me 0.6 for my decagrams. As long as you memorize this, and again, you need to data dump it once you start the test. You can't come in with it, but once you start the test, you can write down your order. Number 11, 8 meters to centimeters. We have meters in the center, and we're going 2 units to the right to get to my centi. And so it's going to be 800 because we move it 2 places to the right. Grams to kilograms. This is one that some of y'all actually have memorized, but it's from my units, my grams. And I go 1, 2, 3 units to the left. So I have 8, and we go 3 units to the left, which is going to give me 0.008. Some people try to do it in their head and not do those, again, little loops. And the loops help you on a test when you're anxious and so forth to not miss a decimal place. So some of y'all want to try to do it in your head and put it directly into my math lab. Please don't do that on a quiz or a test. Please make sure you write it on your paper. Going to 600 liters to kiloliters, that's my unit, and we're going 3 units to the left. So we go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to give me 0.6. And then my grams to my decigrams, be careful, that's going to go 1, 2 units to the right. So we go 1, 2, that gives me 764. I can move my decimal left and right only if it's single units. That's really important. So make sure you differentiate between those two pieces. We are now dealing with squared units, which are going to correspond with 7.2 homework, and then you're going to see some of these conversions again in 8.3. These problems you have to do multiple steps. So you're not only moving the decimal place, which is what we actually did for single units, but if we look at this order, we're going to need the single unit conversions using that moving decimals. Then we're going to square or cube both sides, depending on what we need, and then we're going to use our conversion factor. The conversion factor says, again, what you want, you put on the top. What you want to get rid of, you put on the bottom. What you want, you put on the top, and it's equivalent to 1. It's the same thing as 2 over 2. So I want y'all to try to go ahead and do 1 through 4 using that same concept we had in the first examples. Pause this video, and then unpause it when you think you have it. If you're not sure on one, skip it and go to the next one. So going to number 1, we're going to start off with needing the single unit conversions. So the idea here for the first piece, and I'm going to number it just so you can follow it, is we're looking at hecta, and we're on hectometers. So we're going to do 1 hectometer equals, and how many decameters? That's 1 to the right. So that's 10 decameters. That was 1 to the right. That's why we did it. That's what I mean. That's all I mean by step 1. Step 2, we now look at it and we need squared units. So we are going to square both sides. 1 hectometer squared equals 10 decameters squared. This gives me my conversion factor. 1 squared is 1. 10 squared is 100. So this is going to be my conversion factor. So we are starting with 1 hectometer squared. We're now going to multiply by our conversion factor. What we want in our answer, we want decameters squared. So I'm going to use this conversion factor here, and I'm going to put what I want on the top, 100 decameters squared. What I want to get rid of goes on the denominator. And the reason why we do this is we need these units right here to cancel out. And so 1 times 100 gives me, 1 times 100 is 100. That's my answer. Now, yes, this one actually followed the just using the conversion factor for number 2, but that's not always going to be the case. So I want you to kind of be in the habit of always stepping through and following the 3 steps. So we're going to look at number 2. And this one, this would be one that, again, any U.S. system where you're going to be given the conversion. So we should actually know this. It's 1 foot equals 12 inches. So my second step here would be to square both sides. 1 foot squared, 12 inches quantity squared. So that's going to give me the conversion factor here. I'm just going to draw an arrow so you see that where I'm coming. 1 squared is 1. 12 squared is 144 squared. Inches squared. That's my conversion factor that I'm going to use. So I go back to the original problem, 86 feet squared. I want to get rid of the feet squared, so the 1 foot squared comes from where I highlighted it. The The 144 inches squared goes on the top. The feet squared cancel. 86 times 144, I would do that in my calculator. And I'm dividing by 1, so I don't need to divide by anything. So I get 12,384 inches squared. Going to number 3, we're doing feet squared to yards squared. So we're going to still start with our single units, which would be 3 feet equals 1 yard. We need to square both of those sides. So when I square, I'm going to get 9 feet squared equals 1 yard squared. That is my conversion factor here. So I have 810 feet squared. You got to be careful here. What I want to get rid of is the feet squared, so the 9 feet squared goes on the bottom. The 1 yard squared goes on the top. What I find people do on this one is they want to try to, again, do it in their head. So they don't follow through on their paper to see when I'm dividing or when I'm multiplying. And it's really super easy on a test to do that incorrectly. We want to double check if we do this correctly. Those units cancel out. Right now I have 810 times 1 divided by 9. So 810 divided by 9 gives me 90 yards squared, because the yard squared stays. So the top two that we just did, we multiplied across and divided by 1. That's why I didn't need to divide, because dividing by 1 is it just itself. On number 3, we ended up dividing by a number. If you try to do it in your head, it's easy to make mistakes. So looking at number 4, we're going 1 meter equals how many centimeters? So if we look back up here again, we're going over to the right. We're going over to the right 2 places. So this should be 100. Now we're looking at this and we have squared units. So I'm going to square both sides. That's going to give me 1 squared. 100 times 100 is going to give me 10,000 centimeters squared. If I had a cubic unit, I would cube both sides. So now I'm going to ask again, what am I starting off with? I'm starting off with 0.438 meters squared. We are using this conversion factor. So what we want is the centimeter squared, so that goes on the top. What we want to get rid of is the meters squared. Meters squared canceled, which is our goal. We're dividing by 1, so I don't need to worry about that in my calculator. And you can either use the idea of moving your decimals when you multiply by a power of 10, or you can plug it into your calculator, 0.438 times 10,000. And if you do that, if you notice here there are 4 zeros, that means we're going to move it 4 places to the right to make it bigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have 4,380 centimeters squared. These are the ones you need to practice, the squared units, the cubic units. So if you need to rewatch these, do this, but these are ones that people mess up with is because they forget that middle step.